Hello everyone, it's Jess Ice here, sharing my December daily. This is my first ever junk journal that I've made, and for the first time I'm making a December daily. I haven't started writing any yet just because I wanted to do the filming first and keeping thoughts and ideas kind of private. I will tell you about the cover here in just a second. So let me just show you this. This really pretty poinsettia is from Hobby Lobby. I did a lace, actually it's a vintage lace snippet. Well, some of it is anyway. This is vintage lace. And then a little bit of sari silk, the eyelash trim. This is actually a junk envelope. It was just mail. Charlotte Peterson has a whole bunch of videos, actually like 3 of them, I think, using these envelopes and then her process for making journal covers. So I decided to do that, and then the cover is actually decoupaged with different papers, and then this and this part are decoupaged napkins. Let's see, that the top bell is this part of the napkin there, and then I have the amaryllis on the back. Top and bottom are actually from the same napkin also. So that is one. I've used 4 different napkins in this project. So I just want to show that. And then this really pretty charm is from Hobby Lobby. The button is sewn on the front here. And then this is just elastic cord. And it does remove. Again, this is all Charlotte Peterson's ideas. I will link her several videos that will show her process. And I think you'd enjoy watching them too. The inside, I just have this little saying, the magic of Christmas never ends and the best gifts are family and friends. This first page with the poinsettia and the cardinal is also a napkin that's decoupage using Collaged. And this is the napkin. Also got this from Tuesday morning. All my napkins actually have come from Tuesday morning. So I'm going to write my day one will kind of be just a little intro here. I can just tell you that on day one, we got about 6 to 8 inches of snow for December 1st. Yesterday, it continued a little bit more, so there will be room to write on both the back of the tag and on the coffee dyed paper. This is some lace that I dyed with Tim Holtz Distress Inks. This Christmas wish list came in one of the paper pads that I've had, and I have a lot of Christmas paper that's from scrapbooking. So again, there's that really pretty tag. That was a pre-made that's been in my stash. I probably got it in a swap myself. This is just some red lace from Hobby Lobby. And let's see. There it is. I did leave a page closed up front to be fairly open, so I can do some writing here. And I do not have a tag for this one, but there's a cutout just to be able to stick some ephemera or another tag or some sort of a journaling card in there. I did leave, like I said, I left some space open. This is a replica Jingle Bells music sheet. A lot of the images here came from Pinterest, so I did print a lot out. And this paper came from Hobby Lobby. I do have an authentique paper pad, which is what the back of this tag is. This came from the dictionary page, came from a children's dictionary, and I just thought it was appropriate that with the evergreen and the little girl on the postcard carrying a tree, that I put those two together. This is open in the back so that it could do some journaling on there also. More images from Pinterest. These clips come off from both of these, and this just unfolded paper so that I could journal on both of those. So let me get that back on there. There we go. So it's the same for this one, and I do have additional images. I'm not sure where I put them. Well, I thought I was going to show you that there. Okay, so here's a few more. I think it was a set of 8, and I ruined 2 accidentally by cutting the edge off it. My trimmer just kind of like devoured the paper. So this is just on regular copy paper, and then I glued them onto folded coffee dyed or tea dyed paper. So Here's a Christmas hamper, The Night Before Christmas, Christmas boxes, which I have no idea what the box or what the book is about. And then this is the Robin's Christmas Eve, and I'm not familiar with that one either, but I love the old book images. So I did use 2 of those there. I just picked up a bunch of the graphic 45 Christmas paper at Tuesday morning. I made a couple of corners for the page. This is open here so that I could put a tag in there. I didn't cut one down. I'm not sure what exactly I wanted to do with that page. This is some more of the graphic 45 paper made into more of a bookmark with coordinating paper. This is the same paper reversed and just a tea-dyed bow there. I pulled off a couple of verses from the internet and just wanted to stick them in. This also lifts up, so there's room for a tuck spot there. And then I think everybody is very familiar with the Charles Dickens verse or little quote, "I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all the year." This is a photocopy of a real vintage, truly vintage postcard, and I just made copies of those that I have. I have 4 of them, I think, that are actually local from 1919 with the 1-cent stamps, and they were sent to a local city nearby. This is another one of the amaryllis flowers. Not that it's a poinsettia. I had the poinsettia on the washi tape too, but I just thought the red all goes together. So it just tucks away in there. There is a couple of charms in here, and here's a little stocking attached to that. Some stamping, more poinsettias. I love poinsettias, I love cardinals. I love the red for the Christmas. So this is A Joy to the World, and I heard the bells on Christmas Day. Back is clear to be able to journal in. And then using a glassine envelope and just some stickers from Hobby Lobby, I made a little notebook. And it just has several pages, different color papers from the coffee and tea dyeing. And let me stick that back in there, maybe. And then some more images from Pinterest. So this is a tuck spot. This has Merry Christmas. On the back is more tea-dyed paper. And this is paper from Hobby Lobby. Some tea-dyed lace from Joann's, I think. And then some postcards, vintage copies anyway. Now, I do have Artie Mae's images in here from her freebies. I'm not sure if these are 2 of them. I do know that the tickets that I have towards the back are, I just don't remember where I sourced these, but they were freebies online. So they may or may not be Artie Mae's, Andrea's. Instead of using vellum, I used tracing paper. I did a bunch of stamping on different pieces of muslin and using Memento inks. Just peace and joy. I have 2 little tags here, both lined with coffee dyed paper or tea dyed paper. It actually is a combination of both. I use Mrs. Cog's ideas there. This is my favorite part of the entire album. So let me move this, kind of center that. This is a left and a right side of a Michaels napkin. So let me show you that. This is the whole napkin. So there are 2 side-by-side images. So you get 4. Both of them have the 25, the December 25th on it, and a really pretty holly berry and pine cone little collages there. So that is the napkin. Very pretty, either way you look at it. So I put that on left and right, and then I use some old images on the bag. Again, these are all printed from the internet, all free, old vintage images. Not quite sure what I'm going to use the bag for, but I did want to put that in the center. I tried, I don't know, I just tried different spaces in the album, and I wasn't really liking it. 2 charms here, snowflake and a Christmas tree. And I've had those in my stash. So there's the other page. And then I have a piece of lace and a jingle bell. Kind of works. A little bit. Another stamped image, let the true meaning of Christmas fill your heart with joy. The other side of the tracing paper, a very large long tag with another Santa on it, and that is open in the back. The stitching that I did was just on the paper alone, because I added parts to the album after I had already put it together and pamphlet stitched it. So the stitching is only on the top piece. Little Tim Holtz. Some more, oh geez, I think this is probably Hobby Lobby lace also. Another image to match the other one in the front, and then a holiday cheer journaling card. This is a tag that is available for stitching on the back. Not quite sure where I had this image from. It's been in my stash. I have a lot of Christmas stuff. I really do. And then these are the Artie Mays tickets, and those are under her freebies on artiemays.com. I appreciate Andrea's generosity with a lot of her images that she shares for free there. And she has a wonderful Etsy site too. And that's Artie Mays, ARTYMAZE. And here is another, get that, another napkin. It has holly berries, or actually just berries, pine cones, in a couple different positions. So anyway, I did use that for that one. Just more for the winter theme. This bingo card came off of Pinterest. This is part of the Authentique collection. Little polka dot on the back. I made like a library card holder with a little bit of trim. Tim Holtz washi tape. Another stamped muslin image. That side's open. Tuck spots top and bottom here with a little bit of stamping. Another image, actually both images are off of Pinterest, as well as two of these larger postcards that I put in, and again available for journaling on the back. This is cardinal, beautiful cardinal fabric actually that I bought at Joann's. I'm not sure if you can really see the cardinals there. It's pretty small. And then just available space to journal. But that is a vintage doily too that I added to that side. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. I left it open for pictures in case I just wanted to add pictures to it. And then another image. This flips open and there are postcards in here. I believe, not sure if these are the Artie Mays ones. I think these are. I believe these are the Artie Mays postcards that I downloaded, also freebies. So those are in there as journaling spots. And this is the other regular size postcard. So again, this sheet is open. I'm hoping to take some pictures of the grandkids and post them in here. This is the only one that is not a vintage. This came from, oh, I want to say Bo Bunny. I think it's a Bo Bunny journaling card that came out of their Christmas pack that may or may not stay. And this is a copy of Silent Night and O Little Town of Bethlehem. I did reduce the size, folded it up, and then it's a large journaling area in the back there. So that's basically how I close up my December daily. I have plenty of pages if I do one a day. And then another tuck spot here, all the way. And these little carte postale came from a Tuesday morning package. I don't remember who the maker is. And then my last page is another poinsettia with some more of the gold. And I haven't done anything with the back. I'm not sure if I'm going to. I may or may not. So anyway, I just really wanted to show you this. I'm pretty proud of it as far as being my first junk journal. And